Hello, hello. How is everybody today? Today is September 6th, 2023. And down below is my host code. That's good through the end of September. The purpose for today's live is because the mini catalog went live today. Now, just a warning for those who don't already know, there is already items that are no longer there, at least temporarily. It has been a very popular release already so far, and that means that we are going to have some items that are not going to be available until a few days from now and possibly even into October. I know Stamping Up is working on getting all of that handled as best as they can. The whole purpose, obviously, is to make sure that you can get as much of the product in your hands as you would like. And I certainly like having product in my hands to play with. And that's why we're here today, is to have products to play with. So I'm going to start out, just obviously we're going to be working with the mini catalog today, but I wanted to let you know some other information. A whole lot happened today in the Stamping Up world. So we had the launch of the mini catalog. That's through the end of December. You get to order as much of the product as you want and can. And if you're working with me, you also get to learn how to do some specific things. So in addition, there's this new papers that have come out. This is the Traditions of Saint Nick 12 by 12. This and the other 4 papers that have just been released today were originally intended for a celebration for this catalog release, but Stampin' Up! Has decided to go ahead and not have another celebration, a second celebration each year. They went back to 1 a year, but they had already planned for this celebration, which means we get some extra happy papers that we can order. Traditions of Saint Nick is one of them. And then there's this lovely card kit right here. That just dropped today as well. And for World Card Making Day, you can start registering for that today. You would do that here in the What's New. You would go to World Card Making Day. And you're just going to click on to register. And it's just an awesome time on October 7th from 2 to 5. Mountain Standard Time to get some inspiration on how to use this set that they released early specifically for World Card Making Day. This is going to be an awesome bundle. I'm looking forward to that. So it has these lovely stamps, Mr. and Mrs. I hope your day is filled with joy. Let's eat cake. Hello, Judy. Glad to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Sending you lots of love and hugs with sincere sympathy for you. And of course, these lovely extra designs to punch out, as well as some extra little bits to put on your items. So that is going to be used in World Card Making Day. I'm looking forward to that in October. And this is awesome having this bundle. Punches are some of my favorites to use because they're so easy. I can punch out a whole lot of these way faster than I can die cut a whole bunch of them. Yay, thank you, Judy. I appreciate the support for sure. All right, so here's the other papers that have just been released today that were supposed to be for the second celebration this year. Shining Christmas. Now, this is a shiny one, and it's also 12 by 12. This is Delightful Floral. It was supposed to go with the Translucent Floral Bundle, which demonstrators were able to access early for our creativity event. And now it's available to you through the mini catalog. I'm going to jump down here to this tartan one real quick. The tartan foil is also 12 by 12, and that's going to be fun. It's got some foily bits that I'm looking forward to seeing. I can't wait till I get this order. But the one I'm the most excited about, everybody, is the silver and gold 12 by 12 Adhesive backed paper. Yes, that's what I said. It's already got the adhesive on the back. And who doesn't need that when you're die cutting, especially on glitter paper, glimmer paper? And especially if you're going to be doing a detailed cut. I'm so looking forward to that. So if you're ever wondering what's going on with Stampin' Up! In the new stuff, you can always go to the What's New tab. The current catalog, current mini catalog items are here. And new arrivals is just everything, which includes the World Card Making Day bundle and the new card kits. And when you first come on here, they're in the order of when they were added to the site. So the newest uploaded to the site is the order that they're going to come in. These mugs are pretty cute and fun too. I'm looking forward to seeing those and everything. And so then you can just see all the lovely things that are happening with the new mini catalog, which I'm so excited about. All right, let's get into the whole purpose for why we are here. This is the lovely mini catalog. I've had it in my possession for a little bit, and believe me, I'm loving having it in my possession. So we're going to go through and check out some of the stuff now that we can actually open it, since it is now officially live. This is the Making a Difference item, and it is paper, A Walk in the Forest. It's a 12 by 12 paper with 6 double-sided 12 sheets, 2 of each 6 double-sided designs. And so I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, and there is our first suite. This is a swap I got in Vegas from Leslie Bumgarner. And so I was in Vegas for the Backstage event with Stampin' Up! For people, demonstrators who are Silver Elite and above. And she used the Merry and Bright paper for this, along with the Merriest Trees dies. And I think she did a beautiful, fabulous job. She also used a standalone embossing folder, which I don't remember the name of right now. So this is a very fun card using the same colors that are in the Merry and Bright set. So they're more bright rather than regals, which is also fun to do for Christmas. And one of my cards also used this paper, different selections of design from it, but it was pretty awesome having that swap. Now our next item is the Oh Holy Night suite. I'm going to show you first a card, and that is done by Patty Pylant from Alexandria, Ohio. She did an awesome, amazing job using looks like gold foil for the star with the dies. She's got that beautiful, gorgeous glitter ribbon that I love. Let me turn my face down so that you're not having to see me so much. Let me see. Make it bigger here. Nope. Well, that's not what I wanted. It's been a hot minute since I've done any of this stuff, so please give me a little grace as I figure it out. Hey, Chris, good seeing you. Solo layout, but this one. Nope. Okay, let's try it this way. Oh, but I want it the other way. I want this first. There we go. Much better. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've done this. Life had some plans for me, which made doing live videos not really a possibility for the last 9 months or so. No, I did not have a baby, but it feels like I did. So this is also the embellishment that comes with that suite, and this paper is absolutely to die for. And I love how she went ahead and put the sentiment on here and added all of this beautiful glitz to the card. And oops. It actually opens in a different way. There we go. So the star is holding the flap closed, and it's a little pocket, which is pretty awesome. I'm loving that. Now, additionally, another friend of mine, Arlena Craven, she made this absolutely gorgeous ornament with the same paper and stamp set and dies in that suite and that gorgeous ribbon that I absolutely adore. And of course, she commemorated our Backstage event. It was our first one together. And so we actually became Silver Elites like within a week or two of each other last October. And so our journeys have been mirroring each other for quite a while. And I look forward to much more mirroring to go. And that is the items with the Oh Holy Night Suite, except there's also some designer series paper. And that designer series paper has this gorgeous DSP on it with these starscapes and other things. And this is from Karen Titus, and she used the Winter Owls dies to make this gorgeous owl. And I'm not sure which stamp set she did the warm wishes from. It could be that one as well. And some just little basic rhinestones. And of course, a blank interior. So Karen Titus, I love this card, and I'm going to have to share it with my sister who absolutely loves owls. Don't you, Debbie? All right. What's up next is, oops, let's get it going. Oh, yes, those ornaments are absolutely adorable. You are correct, Chris. Looks like next is the Berry Christmas Suite. And when you go to Vegas or any conference with Stamping Up, you're going to get a number of opportunities of things to see, including swaps with other demonstrators. This is one of the swaps that I brought with me to Vegas. I brought about 120-ish, and this is all that I have left, so I think I did pretty good. I could use those at classes or at vending events. So this is one of the swaps I did using the Marion Bright paper for different sheets. And then I used the Polar Bear stamp set. And then I just dipped my sentiment strip in the ink pad to give it the look of being layered without actually layering it, which is pretty awesome. I really hope you can't. Hold on. I have to make that call go away. All right. So in addition to that Berry Christmas Suite, we have some other papers, DSP. This particular card is from Leslie Bumgarner again. She did a couple of cards. I'm wondering if this has got an interesting fold to it as well. Maybe not. Nope, it's just a normal flip up, which is pretty awesome. She used the tags to make this cute little layered tag and this blue ribbon, which is pretty awesome. So those are, now they also have Memories and More card kits and envelopes that go with the Berry Christmas Suite. And this card was using those items. So this is one of the cards that you can get from that Cards and More pack. And she just cut it to size and framed it. I love how she off-centered the matte layer. And then she also had an embossed layer behind. And this is an Oshiro, I believe is how that's pronounced. And this one came from, oh, do I know? I think so. Yes, this is from Jody Carlson in Utah. And this is the actual card base that came with the Cards and More envelopes and cards, using a card from the Cards and More pack. And then she went ahead and used the punch, it looks like, or fussy cut. But no, I think maybe that's a sticker. That's right, because this guy comes with stickers. Let's see if I have those stickers to look at. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, yeah, except that's not the one. So she must have either fussy cut it or she used the punch to create that lovely little bear cutout, which is pretty awesome. That is the Berry Christmas set. Now, the true fun is getting through this without spilling everything everywhere. And next item we have is going to be the Fragrant Forest. This card was done by Rhonda Wade, and Rhonda happens to be my upline. She's a pretty awesome upline to have. And of course, anybody who decides that they want to consider becoming a demonstrator, whether it's for the discount or otherwise, would also benefit from all of the training she provides. She used the Fragrant Forest, it's a background stamp, to create this image, and she covered it with vellum to soften the look. So that is pretty awesome. Wait, no, she didn't cover it. She just backed it with vellum, which is even better. And I cut this lovely red holly and just left a white interior with this lovely little ribbon. Okay, so then next is the Graceful Deer. This card was, let's see, Carol Norquist created this lovely card. I think the coloring in this is absolutely beautiful. It looks like she used the blends, but did a kind of, how we call it fussy cutting. Well, it looks like this is fussy coloring. So she didn't make sure she got every little, which gave it a more realistic look on the card. It looks like she used the pecan pie for the ink and the card, and a lovely little cardinal in the tree to go with it all. The next item that we're looking at is the Joy of Christmas set. And this is a swap that I also did. And most of the people haven't seen this one yet because that's going to be coming out soon. Most of them actually had the card over this way, but the way I cut these, this one ended up having to be on this side along with one other. I used the embellishments that come with that set, which are the loose holly gems and sequins. So it comes with these red sequins in 2 sizes, these holly leaves, and then some gold music notes that you can just glue down and make all pretty. I just used a strip of DSP, and behind I actually cut with the dies this item, which creates a backgroundy thing, and then you can cut a sentiment strip to go in it. But what I did is I cut it in half and cut off most of it. So this is what's left of the half, and created this lovely little pop in the back. So that is with the Deck the Halls in the Joy of Christmas set. This is also using paper from the Joy of Christmas collection and Joy and Peace. She also embossed the folder really lovely and created this sprig of holly and other leaves, and the ornament is hanging from it with the gold twine. It looks like she used the distressed gold as a matte layer underneath this beautiful piece. And then a nice little stamping on the inside. And this was Bonnie Johnson from, let's see, where's Bonnie Johnson from? Carsville, Virginia. And I love, love, love this card. Harmony Stamps is my name because music is a big part of what I do. And so that paper is going to be one that I like and use a lot. All right, let's see what is the next item I've got. The Magical Meadow, or the Winter Meadow Suite, using the Magical Meadow bundle. All right, we need that not to get in the way. Hold on, I got to see what I'm doing. Apparently something got, there we go. All right. So this is using that Magical Meadow bundle to do the stamp. She's also using the DSP from the set, and this stamp also comes from that. And she uses the same embellishments that come from that suite. Also, this is Lisa Lemons from Casco, Wisconsin, and that was an absolutely beautiful card as well. Let me see what is the next item on our list of fun. All About Autumn. So All About Autumn came with this absolutely gorgeous distressed copper paper. And I have this swap, which I didn't actually get the normal way. So my roommate and I, we'd never met before, and we met, shared a room at Backstage in Las Vegas. We introduced ourselves over the internet and decided, yeah, I think I can room with that person. And when we were looking at each other's swaps, she had this one, but I didn't, and I loved it. This was Miss Mary Jo Snyder from, well, she doesn't say where she's from, so that's all good. And so basically, I loved this one. I love how she did this. It's a fractured kind of look with the dragonfly. I think works beautifully with this particular shade of that distressed copper paper. And so I traded her one of the other swaps that I had. I said, pick whatever you want. I would love this one. And she was all for it. So that happened. Now there's also this other gorgeous designer series paper that goes along with the All About Autumn suite. And this is one of those options. And then this is the back side of one of those papers doing this matte layer, which is absolutely beautiful. A nice layer in. And this one, I don't actually know who was the person who did the swapping, which was very sad. I do like to know that, but I was not given that opportunity, unfortunately. This one is by Kathy Chapman and uses the same actual DSP sheet, but she has placed them both on the cardstock along with the other sheet of the distressed copper. Yeah, distressed copper. Oh, no, oxidized copper. So she attached them both and ran the whole card front through the embossing machine with an embossing folder. And then, of course, she made these lovely leaf cutouts and stamps. And so that was another one. This was probably the most popular set that I received cards from, including one from you, Chris. All right. So this is actually your card, Chris. And I love the simplicity, but the beauty of it. You know, she created this scene. I like how she broke up the sunburst by cutting the paper and then just creating this little break in it. It just makes it like looking through a window at something absolutely gorgeous. Is what it looks like to me. She did emboss the little circle of cardstock and then die cut the hello out along with a little strip of this natural ribbon and that absolutely gorgeous copper. And she did the same thing on the bottom, so it doesn't look like we're like two little other panes, which make it beautiful. And then she followed up with a nice strip on the interior of the card. Now this suite also has these lovely books in it in the paper, the designer series paper. And this is the double oval punch from our annual catalog. And I love how she layered it on this pretty peacock, I believe it is. And this is from Tammy Ackerson. Beautiful card. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, yes, I'm looking forward to using that, Chris, in my designs. So this is that oxidized copper paper using the dies to cut the leaves. But then she also stamped the leaves and then stamped the veins and put these lovely little sequins. Looks like the colors and contour dies to make this matte layer, which is pretty awesome. And this is Michelle Litwiller from Owl Star Stampers. Like I said, the people from my actual team, you know, my sidelines and upline used a lot of this set. And so I really appreciate that. Now this last one is from Diane Tritz. And Diane, she did not complete the card, I think. I think it's supposed to go on something like this, and then it does it when you open it, it looks like that, and then you can fold it down to get a sentiment. What's really awesome is that she also gave me a bunch of directions. Let me see if I can open it up for you of how to make it work. So this is going to be entertaining to figure out and see if I can figure out how it's supposed to work. I may have to go find if she's got any videos somewhere because that's going to help me immensely with the ability to duplicate the card at some point. Now, I didn't actually get any from the Them Bones set, but one of those is currently, the dies are currently not available. Same with the glow-in-the-dark paper. They will be coming back, but currently we're having to wait on them. This is from Laura Venterloth in Texas, using the Pick a Punch bundle. And I know I had another card from that bundle, but it seems to have gone astray. Oh, there, I found it. All right, so she used the punch to cut out these pumpkins, and this one are die cut, but this one she stamped to create that little squiggly vine. And I love this shade of these sequins. It is absolutely beautiful. It looks like she used a stamp or a stencil to create this background as well. And so Laura did a great job with that bundle. And this one is, again, Leslie Bumgardner. So there were a few people that did multiple kinds of swaps. I'm one of those. And when we get to the Garden Walk set, you'll see my other swaps that I brought with me to Vegas. And so when you had many options and they were up for it, you can trade more than one card. That way they get a variety and you get a variety. So Leslie, I got 3 cards from, and she did a great job also stamping this squiggly, and then she cut out actual regular leaves behind here, and that's all up on dimensionals. And this is definitely using a stencil, I believe. So that was pretty awesome as well. Speaking of the Garden Walk, that is our next item of business. This one is from Kathy Hilden, and it is beautiful. This is one of my favorite sheets of the paper, and I believe she used Pool Party and Pretty Peacock behind it, and then she made this lovely matte layer to place over it and at an angle using the brushed brass butterflies. And Happiest of Birthdays, she also decorated up the interior beautifully with a die cut strip of paper on a matte layer. I love it when they look like this. So I need to do that more with my cards for sure. And speaking of my cards, I also use that set for a variety of cards to choose from. Impossible card. Ooh, thank you, Chris. That's good to know. All right, so this is I use 4 different sheets of this paper, and all of the ones with the bigger floral designs. And I just divided them into 3 strips. They were 3 inches by 1 inch, which gave me, since there were 6 of each paper in the pack, it gave me 24 cards from all of those papers, doing it this way, which is one of the reasons I kind of like the strip cards. So I layered it with a couple of colors of cardstock, and then I just stamped it with It's Your Birthday and used the different set of gems than the one that comes with the set. This is the speckled something gems. And then for those that really wanted a Christmas card, this was also a very popular option of my set. And this is using the poinsettia. It's the same exact pattern, a different sheet from the same DSP, different color of the same embellishment, and a different stamp from. I use this sheet as well, which I love. And then I layered it with these different, the Calypso Coral and the Petal Pink, to kind of pull out some of the elements from that paper, and the It's Your Birthday and a different shade of the embellishment. And then the other one, for the swaps in Vegas, I used the It's Your Birthday stamp. But I also have a friend who just got married, and I haven't even seen her since it happened. And so I saved one of these out specifically for her, giving her best wishes for a fun-filled future together, which I know her and her partner will definitely be enjoying their time together. They already are. So the translucent florals is a design or a bundle that demonstrators were able to get early. And I did not happen to get it because I had a lot of life going on at that point. But it is in my order that's going to be coming this month. Use an embossing folder. And let's see, this is Margot Richardson. And you're in my heart and prayers. And she did, this feels very extra attached. So it looks like she glued these down to this. And this is up on dimensionals. And there's a dimensional under that. There might even be a dimensional under those as well. And I think this is a beautiful earthy tone. And then she did this lovely stamp. And that's what you get with this stamp set, is this beautiful multi-shaded stamps, which are pretty nice. And this next one is from Susie Wood, using the same stamp set, but in a totally different way. She took the leaves, and I'm wondering if maybe she just had a juicy pad and it gave it this look, but I'm really liking it. It kind of looks like there was some, extra water that went into play on that, to kind of blur the image a bit. On the background, creating that background. And then she used a printed vellum underneath as a strip, and the white organdy bedazzled ribbon. And then those beautiful stamps as well. And I believe the last card I had to show you today is from Susie Brunk, and it is the Cheers to the Season set. And I think this is Granny Apple Green, and then I think that's black underneath. And then she did this lovely shade of Rich Razzleberry. No, we don't even have that one anymore, do we? Anyways, she didn't specify, so I'll have to go match it up to my paper and figure it out. And then she used the black and white gingham, and then some of those rhinestones. So that's the swaps that I got that were specific to the mini catalog coming out. I also have others that I'll show at a later date that use products from the annual catalog and the online exclusives. But I really wanted to focus on the mini catalog items. And that's why I brought those with me today to show off the mini catalog, which is happily live it's Berry Burst. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yes, that's great that you're using that stamp set for your team meeting. That's pretty awesome. Let me switch back over to here and take this off. And there we go. Well, no, I don't want my face that high. There we go. That's better. So once again, the mini catalog is live. There are some items that are currently unavailable, such as these Faceted Gems Trio Pack. Just keep in mind that they will come back in stock. They are on order, and if there's anything that is currently unavailable, please reach out to me, and I can at least give you an idea of when they're estimating it to come back, and I can keep an eye because I look at that inventory status every day, and if I know to keep an eye out and alert somebody, I'm going to be doing that. But a lot of it, most of it, is definitely very available and orderable and going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to be putting together a card class from this new release for the next week. And I'm just going to start my lives up again and make it happen so that you guys can have the visuals to go with the in-person stuff. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, Judy. And thank you, anybody who watches the replay. Feel free to comment. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. I know inspiration. Anyways, it's been great. I do have that host code if you're going to order and you wish to order from me as your demonstrator. Please go ahead and do that. Keep in mind, it's always a good time to join Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator. You don't have to actually make it a true business, but it definitely is an amazing discount. It is honestly how I started, literally so I could make cards for my accounting clients that were tailored towards their kind of personalities and hobbies and things like that. And I just fell in love with the process once I actually learned how to make them. But the thing is, you start off with a 20% discount automatically. You only need $300 in a quarter in personal sales, or, bringing some of your friends in on an order. And as a demo, you still get all of the rewards that you would as a regular customer. And so for me, it is an absolute no-brainer. Thank you, Judy. Appreciate that. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. And this is Michelle with Harmony Stamps. Have a great day.